Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Justin Grammons, founder and CEO of Lab 651 and author of Software Development Done Right, a guide to a successful software product release. And this is chapter 1. If you missed the introductory video, I suggest you go back and watch that. There's a link to the intro in the description below. But in this chapter, we're going to be talking about the realities of software engineering being emotional and how you can solve it. And while I alluded to it in the introductory video, software engineering is its own discipline. Over time, I believe you'll soon learn it's much less engineering than you think. In fact, you'll see that it's more emotion than science. We call it software engineering today because at the core, the word engineer is derived from two Latin words, one, ingenere, which means to contrive or devise, and ingenuum, which is cleverness. And engineers are taught through their schooling to be clever and design systems that haven't been seen before. Every project and every application has a component that is new. And because of this, we need to ensure that all of the stakeholders who are invested in the success of the project are working in concert. Like the instruments in an orchestra, or as I touched on in the first chapter, working together on a ship. The crew is working to create something that is more than the sum of its parts. But that's just good communication between all parties and really nothing more. Where the emotions come in is when a constraint is put on the system. So when a project is starting, you'll find everyone is gung-ho. It's the start of a long journey. People are fired up, the skies look bright, the wind is light, and enormous potential lies ahead. And the map to the treasure can somewhat seem like it's clear and is virtually ensured, until it's not. And at some point, the promises of what will be completed and in what time frame begin to slip. The product is tested, real time, and requirements need to change, and what you originally thought you needed to build is close, but it's not ideal, which causes people to work even harder. And here's the kicker. No one wants to hurt each other's feelings and bring the hard truth to the forefront. And that's when the emotions kick in. So I say hold on, stop. We've taken something that most view as a purely scientific-based process that has clearly defined steps with algorithms to be coded and run flat into the face of people's feelings. And as long as we're humans on this earth, the feelings will always win. So how do we solve this? In short, there are a handful of things that we can do to help. First, most importantly, recognize it and accept it within the team. Second, discuss openly and honestly what factors led to the current state. Most often you'll find that members of the team need to accept accountability, and this might require a shift in your culture, but it's needed. Third, everyone in the team needs to clearly understand the who, what, and why of the product and its features. And I'll be talking about a concept that we use called product charters in future episodes, but it's safe to say it's a document that gives an emotional tie to the work being done by the team by enforcing a crisp understanding of why and who and what they are building this for. And fourth, it's the process. As you'll see in future episodes, I'm a big fan of clearly defined processes and procedures. When things are left to chance, they are not repeatable. And one of the things that happens is assumptions are made with no checks, and the team begins to get sloppy and assumes that everything is going according to plan. One of the things we do at Lab 651 is schedule demos and have short retrospectives at the end of each sprint. These are on the calendar and are non-negotiable. And when communication is part of the process, it's not missed, and items are brought to the forefront right away, no questions asked. So there you have it. Here's my perspectives on how building a software product is an emotional journey based on the experiences that I have seen. And I would encourage you as the captain to ask the following question to whomever is you're partnering with to build your product. How will they mitigate the emotional aspect that is sure to be a component during your development journey? The solutions I have described here are by no means a silver bullet, and teams certainly have other approaches, but these are questions that you should be asking as you evaluate your software development partner and even work with your internal team. If you're interested in booking a meeting with me to learn more about how we handle software development and we do it right at Lab 651, click on the link below. Thank you, and we'll be moving on to episode 2 next.